Minasan, okari nasai. Today, the very definition of a woman. Some kind of goddess hand sculpted out of clay. Because there's no way a regular lady can be this beautiful. I was going to try my best not to simp and thirst during this video, but I've already failed, so I'm just going to embrace it. Oh, and she's got one of the most powerful singing voices. Raychell, born on January 13th, 1985 in Japan. I could not find a hometown, but she is affiliated with Ace Crew Entertainment while her music is under Avex. She first decided she wanted to be a singer during a high school parent-teacher interview. The way she describes this is both of her parents and her teacher were very confused when she said it, and her parents were probably thinking, what a dumb thing this girl is saying. But in the end, her parents became her #1 supporters, and her teacher has even come to watch her perform. Raychell was performing as an artist under the name Ray since at least 2009, when she released the song Love You, which was used in commercials for the company Tokai Network Club. In 2010, she made her major debut as Lay, with an L now, with her first single, Kono Ai de Aroyoni, the theme song for the film A Poem of Our Time. Apparently her stage name Ray was inspired by Ray Charles, while the name Lay was meant to represent laying down, and her belief that singing while lying down will heal listeners. This year she also began to host a radio corner on NAC 5 called Our World Radio. That's the letter R, not the word. Sai Otsuka and Kanan Shizaki would be frequent guests and assistants throughout the many years, due to them all being in the same agency at the time. Then in 2011, her second single, Smiling, the ending theme for the Tamagotchi anime, which I never knew existed until now. Around this time, she also did some modeling, appearing in magazines, even one in Thailand. Jumping to 2013, she renamed herself to Raychell and sang at a bar that was celebrating the release of Capcom's cult classic Dragon's Dogma, which she actually sang music for, her song Coils of Light. Then there was her third single Hikari and her first album, LR. There's like an arrow in between the letters, by the way. In 2014, her fourth single, Stay Hungry. With a cover like that, it should be Stay Thirsty. But this was the opening for the TV drama Hakata, Stay Hungry. 2015, her fifth single, Krazy, with a K. This was also the first time she collabed with rap artists Ricky and Robbie, something she would do many times within the next few years. Also having a mini album with them called The Third. Holy foreshadowing, oh my god. She played the character Sophie, an Australian singer, in a Biohazard stage play. Biohazard is what they call Resident Evil in Japan, by the way. So cool. In 2016, her mini-album Zero, which included that song Krazy, for the Japanese release of The Human Centipede 3. That's gross. But the music video for this has her in a swimsuit. Insert the eyes emoji right here. And the other cool thing, the album had her song Until the Justice, the theme for Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster. I'm actually going to recommend this song for her older music. It's actually really good, and there's even a full English version. As for a recommendation for her new stuff, well, we'll get there in a few minutes. So aside from singing the RE0 song, she was also in the musical Resident Evil Voice of Gaia. In 2017, she made an appearance in the Hong Kong movie Love Revolution, and the stage Biohazard The Experience as Bondo, also singing the theme song Aitai Sayonara. She had her third album, Are You Ready to Fight? The title track being the 23rd ending theme for Cardfight Vanguard, specifically the second ending for Vanguard G Next. I think this is also her most popular song, and she looks great in the music video. This year, the band Shazna was reborn, and Raychell would join the new lineup along with fellow RAS member Natsume. Speaking of RAS, she then joined Bang Dream as a member of The Third, the temporary name for RAS. Her alongside Natsume and Raychell were the founding members. I for sure recommend their song Drive Us Crazy. Try to find the live version where they do the instrumental beginning, and you'll see Ray at her best. Skipping 2018 and going right into 2019, she made her anime debut into Bang Dream's second season, voicing Rei Wakana, aka Layer. Having no Seiyu experience prior to this, and she has the same birthday as her character. The same name too, kind of. In 2020, she debuted into the D4DJ franchise, voicing Shano Himegani, aka Shano P, the producer for Photon Maiden, and later a member of Call of Artemis, though that group is not in the anime, not yet at least. She also sang the ending theme Wild War Tonight with Nana Mizuki, which is actually a cover from a 1995 song sang by comedian Masatoshi Hamada. This year, she also did a fashion collab with the LTA company. 2021, she branched out of Bushiroad to voice the character Elena Hanakaze in Joran, the Princess of Snow and Blood, then portraying the character in a stage play. I feel like this femme fatale is perfect for her, holy. She held her 10th anniversary concert, Our World Special Live I Am Raychell, at the KT Zepp Yokohama. This name would also be the same title as her compilation album that released in the same year. She also opened up her official fan club called Our World, again the letter R, where she calls her fans children. Absolutely genius, but there was also her double release of Blast and My Way. And finally, her song Never Ever. In 2022, she had a new album, Don't Give Up, the same name as her most recent Zepp tour, which actually featured 2 of the Mermaid Girls. There's also a live music video that has Mika as her drummer. Raychell also opened up a YouTube channel where she does a lot of singing, mostly covers. Her channel is Raychell Tube, spelt in English. And finally, her song All for Love was the theme for War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. She has no video game roles aside from Bandori and D4DJ, and no foreign dubbings yet. As I said, she is very new to voice acting, but concerts, well, those would include every RAS and the third event ever, performing with them at Anisama in 2019, 2021, and 2022, having Miku join them in 2019 as well. But Ray also had a crossover duet with Konami Suzuki in 2021, singing Konami's song Absolute Soul, a certified banger. She's also been with RAS at many other events like Summer Sonic, Songs of Tokyo, and Japan Jam. She was at both D4DJ Summer Festivals, Be Happy in 2021, and All In 2022. She was also at the Piki Piki Link's Eyes joint concert last year, and a guest during Piki Piki's section of the D4 Fest Party Time. I would assume she had many solo events back when she was a pop singer, and probably a handful of Shazna stuff too, though I can't find any posts of those anywhere. And like I just said, she had a Zepp tour very recently. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's still ongoing right now. Onto the facts, she is fairly tall at 173 centimeters or 5'8". Muscular too. In another world, she's a pro wrestler. Actually, it would be cool to see her and Emi soon arm wrestle. Ray has an older brother, while her father is a big fan of Natsume. She owns 4 cats named Mattel, Kotetsu, Maki, and Shacho. I think at one point she also had a 5th one, judging by this picture right here. On the socials, she has a Twitter and an Instagram, also the YouTube that I mentioned earlier. She posts a lot on everything, especially right after a big festival. Though from 2017 through 2019, every single photo she posted on Instagram was in black and white, and I don't know why. She also has a TikTok, by the way. She loves spicy food and hot drinks. Ray has said that she is a big fan of Puppy Puzz's song Starbeat, and often sings it in karaoke, and it even moves her to tears. I can vibe with that. It is a gorgeous song, and Aimi's vocals really shine. The whole group's harmonization is very good as well. Something I personally notice, no matter what she's doing, she is always singing along to whatever song is around her. Whether it be at a live while someone else is singing and she's in the background, or when she's playing the Garopa game for Bandori streams. She is a genuine fan of the franchise, and that's really heartwarming to see. Finally, due to her motherly personality, the other members of RAS often refer to her as the band's mother, and us fans call her Mommy. Mama! Though I think this is due to the fact that she has to look over her other bandmates who are a bunch of noisy nutjobs. Looking specifically at Tsumugi and Kohara. Well, that's usually where I'd end the video, but as the title said, I'm going to cover someone else. She honestly isn't even really a seiyuu, but we all know and love her, so I wanted to add her into Ray's video, since they are together a lot and both of their videos would have been kind of short on their own. Also, since Raychell is the mama in RAS, I usually think of Natsume as the dad. I don't know why, but she just gives me those cool dad vibes. So, from one of the most talented singers to one of the most talented drummers. Also, all of the background music will now be her drumming from Twitter clips. Actually, plot twist, it's been her drumming the whole time. Natsume Matsura, born July 20th, 1986 in Tokyo, affiliated with Ace Crew. When Natsume was in middle school, she was a member of the brass band and she played the xylophone. She joined the light music club in high school and initially wanted to play the bass, but she chose the drums instead because another person wanted to play the bass as well. After graduating, she attended the ESP College of Entertainment, and after spending some time overseas as a model and a support artist, she became part of an all-girl band called Clawdog Ring. I probably said that wrong, I am sorry, but this was formed in 2008, where they released 3 singles and 2 albums up until the band's disbandment in 2012. In 2017, she was featured on the Rhythm and Drums magazine in the June issue. Then the band Shazna officially reunited for their 20th anniversary, and she was one of the 3 new members where she is known as Kaga. This same year, she also joined Bang Dream as the drummer for the cover band The Third, and they then became RAS in 2018. My recommendation is their song Outsider Rodeo to hear those awesome drumming skills. 2019 is when she debuted into the anime as Masuki Sato, aka Masking. Prior to this, she did have dreams of becoming a seiyuu, so mission accomplished. Though I do hope to see her in more roles, since this is literally her only one. In 2022, she was a guest at her old Tokyo vocational school for a talk event. She released some new merch for her fan club, which I think is called 72 Beat. She was at the Music Connect Volume 2 event with other tall, beautiful Bandori girls Ray and Ayasa. And finally, her with Ray again did a promotional bike event for a manga called Long Riders, which also has an anime. And that's actually it for her career, no video games or other dubbings. But concerts would include being at every RAS event ever, and everything was The Third. Though on her agency profile, it does have her listed as performing live on camera since 2005, being a support drummer for various things, which I'll get into in a minute or so. First, onto some quick usual facts. She is 172 centimeters or 5'8". She has a Twitter and an Instagram. So Natsume has been playing the drums for over 15 years, and she has even released drum lessons on DVD. Some of her drumming inspirations were Levin of the rock band Lacrima Christi and Tommy Lee. I'm sure I don't need to tell you who that is. I wonder if she's a fan of Travis Barker. That guy's a beast. But she herself has been providing drum support for years as a freelancer for different bands and artists such as Marcy Band, Hisi, Barbars, Cynthia, Shinko Hoyu, Arashi, Maki Otsuki, and even Raychell. Shoutouts to you if you know who any of those groups are aside from Raychell. She owns an Italian greyhound called Rim, and her father owns a jazz bar called Sparkles. He used to own a restaurant too. And she has a younger sister. She is very tomboy-like. I think a lot of people might even think that she likes girls, probably because of how flirty she is with Rayo. But I've also seen a couple of people talk about her actually having a husband who is taller than her. So take that as you will. I really couldn't find any confirmation anywhere. But also about her height, she's actually not that tall, just she's tall for a Japanese woman, that's all. Same with Ray, honestly, not all that tall. They're actually both the same height as me, and I think I'm short for a guy. Natsume's special skills include puzzle games, but she's just a gamer overall and enjoys Apex Legends. She usually plays on PlayStation or Nintendo, and she claims not to be very good, but at one point she asked pop singer Asuka to play with her sometime. I don't know if they ever actually did that, but I've seen Asuka post clips to Twitter and she's actually a beast, so I really want to see a live stream with them sometime. She loves Sailor Moon, and her favorite characters are Sailor Moon, Chibi Usa, and Sailor Uranus. She also loves watching movies, mostly to study and improve her acting, but she also fell in love with the ones that feature the DC Comics character, the Joker. So I'm going to go ahead and assume she's seen The Dark Knight. That's amazing. I love her even more now. For you music junkies out there, she uses pearl drums with pasty cymbals. Pasty? Paste? Pasta? She probably has like a brand deal with them or something too. But with the pearl ones, she said that was the set that stood out to her the most back in high school, and other drummers she admired used that brand as well. Though she is known for having short hair, she actually had it long a few times, and she looks gorgeous with it, well compared to her regular cool style that she has. The last two facts are that she used to play garupa with her middle fingers. That's insane. And just like Raychell, she loves spicy food. So with that, we've reached the ending. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and learned something new. Please join me in the next one about, well, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if the video I was going to mention is going to be ready in time. But either way, I hope you'll watch the next one anyway, and I look forward to seeing you there.